Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. So we're back inside of Ableton. We're going to be making some beats. So I've kind of been playing around. I meant to start the live stream before actually messing around in Ableton, but I was playing with the instruments trying to get them tuned right. And I kind of started vibing a little bit, so I went ahead and recorded a couple of things. So I'm at the point now where I want to mix it. So we're going to mix this piece first, and then we're probably going to switch over to the vibraphone beat after, is kind of what I'm thinking. We might be able to add a vibraphone into this one. I'm not 100% sure yet. It feels like I'm close on the instrument counts. I maybe need like one or two more, so that's why I added the extra MIDI tracks. I still have a piano and triangle piece that I could add in as well, or I could swap those for something different, but we'll play through all the different like pieces that I have just so you guys can get an idea of what the sound is like, and then I'll go in and mix it. So let's go ahead and play this first. So that's our bass part, 6 bars long. So this is kind of written in a weird time, and that's because of this violin part. So this says pluck violin, it really isn't. It's a sustain violin. Uh, and I freestyled this, so let's play that one next. I actually really like how this one sounds, so we'll stop the bass, and we'll just play the violin on its own. So listening to this, I thought of something really cool that we can try. So if I copy this track, what I'm going to do in this orchestra, as opposed to having it doing second violin pizzicato, which I think is what this is doing. Yeah, okay. Instead of doing that, what we're going to put this to is a flute. And I think we just want a normal flute. Okay, so it's a little bit too high for flute sustain. Let's just try normal flute instead. Okay, so it's like an octave too high, and that is okay. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to select everything in here. And we missed some because there's some that are hiding that are higher. Okay. Let me try it this way. Can I zoom back? There we go. Zoom out. What? Come on. Please let me select everything. Maybe if we do it this way. Then basically what we're going to do is we're going to get it down a full octave. So it's starting on G5 and going to A sharp. So if we take it down a full octave, it probably will be able to play everything. So what you do is you click in and you just do minus. So that drops everything down 8 notes. And then I think it's another 4. Yeah, something like that. So let's try that. just to build out that layer, to build out that sound, you know what I'm saying? And what we can do as well is we can throw in like a cello. Or well, we don't need a cello because we got the subs piece. But like we want a low sound to kind of balance out the two highs that are right here. If that, hopefully that makes sense to you. I don't know. If not, sorry. But I also have some low pieces. So I've got kick. This is the kick pattern that I think I'm going to use. So this one is also 6 long. So the subs and the kick are both 6 long. And then the violin and flute are 12. So basically, or wait, are these 11? Fuck, they're 11. That's going to be weird then. Shit, I should really drop off one more bar. Meaning it should stop at 5. Or, well, I guess it doesn't matter, whatever, we'll do this. That we can leave a space. I guess that makes it easy for us to leave a space. Okay, then I also have just some general filler bass pieces that I might use, and these are synths, so I don't know if this is going to fit or not. I started out with this, and then I did a free record looper thing with this button on the violin and kind of changed gears is what happened. So that happens sometimes when I produce, so no worries. Synth bass. Let's hear the one take, and then I do have a variant of it as well. And I thought I could maybe use this with the kick and the subs as like the verse, and then this can be something else, or like for the hook, and this can be, I don't know. Okay, so those are the two synths that I've got kind of figured out already. And I feel like that is a really cool energy. I really like how those synths sound. But I don't know if it really fits with this. So it's like two songs. I'll probably end up exporting this MIDI for a different beat is most likely what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and try to mix what we've got a little bit and see if we can get it to sound decent. So I think I'm going to start with the subs, and then we'll cue in the drums and such. So let's go ahead and mix, and you guys can kind of see how I do that. We need to stop violin, play subs, hit record, and then we're ready. That's not actually what I want to have happen. I want bum, 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 bum. So like if I arm both of these and play this back, I want drums to play for this piece, and then I want it to restart when this hits its 6 bar mark. And really what I can do is I think if I drop these, it'll actually sound a little bit better. Yeah, and then I can, so if I shrink this piece down, so it's like that maybe? So I want that to go all the way to the end. And then we're just going to copy that and paste it on the end to finish out this piece. And I'm pretty sure that finishes out the 12. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to record it from the 12 with both of them queued at the start. So if I hit that, I really want both of these to play in time now because they're the same length. So we're just going to swap it right at the start there. So that's how I'm going to get like a different lead in to the actual thing. We're going to loop this one time, then we'll probably switch over to the violin flute thing and kind of play with it a little bit. I don't know. But let's go ahead, start recording. We're set for to come in on bar 9. Is that right? Let's actually listen to this first. Okay, yeah. I actually do like that as a lead-in, so okay, that's fine. Just got to start both of these again, then swap and go in here, and now we can hit record, and it'll record the way I want. Alright, so I wanted it to go to 32 with that, so just finish out 2 full sets because I think I've implemented this the way I want to, so that's fine. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Stop that track. None of these should be armed while I'm recording it because then it might fuck it up. Okay. Alright, so now what I want to do is play our layer here, coming in right here. And I don't know if I should keep the subs or not, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just with the violin layer, and then I'll try throwing the subs in over it midway through and see how it sounds. Maybe what I can do is try shrinking these violin pieces down so they match. So there's 6 bars instead of 12, and then maybe it'll sound better with the sub. So let me fuck with that real quick and see if we can get that to work. Not like that. Come on. No, don't do this to me, Ableton. Please cooperate. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, now I can take this nifty tool right here and shrink it down to 6. And then if I delete this one out and copy and paste that one in. Maybe like, let's just try with just the flute. This shouldn't be, oh, it might help too if we shrunk this down to be the correct size, so it doesn't like sit empty for 6 bars. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So this one is actually flute. I try to name them, that way I can keep them straight, so if I need to adjust a level or something, it's easier to see. But let's just listen to see how this sounds so I get an idea. Maybe like move these two forward a little bit and have these come in on this and basically like offset stuff a little bit. I don't know. I don't think these parts fit very well. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to expand these back to 12. I think is what they were. And we got to do this the right way, meaning we got to like grab it from the 6, otherwise it'll adjust it wrong. Yeah, I think that's right. So I did the violin. Yeah. There we go. Is that right? Or is it supposed to go out like that? It's probably supposed to go out like that. Let's try that. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think I can really use these violin pieces in this particular one. Like they're too different, I feel like. So these two group export, because I'm going to export these later. After, like, when I get ready to export the track, and like I can leave them saved in here for now, but I'll use them on a different track. So I might be able to use this for the vibraphone beat we're going to make next, but first I want to, like, I'm just grouping them so they're out of the way so I can see what I'm actually working on. So, like, this is, so, like, let's just listen to what we've got so far, just so we get an idea of where we're at, so I can figure out how to, like, add something else in. Which means, yeah, we got it all set. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna implement the marimba in this one, is what we're gonna fucking do. I'm just trying to pick it out. So I think this one is a little bit better sound. I like this one, so we're gonna drop this one into the MIDI track first. And then I do want to listen to the other ones though. I thought that I had like an actual vibraphone. Like that's pretty close actually to a vibraphone. We could try using something like that. I like that actually. So I'm gonna throw this in. I don't really want a triangle, but we're gonna throw this in, and this can be like a stab thing. that we can do. So this is like chord, stab, sure, why not? Something like that. I don't know. So we could definitely use, like, that's more of like a piece. So we could put our melody instrument with that, or we could use the marimba. And we can actually use both. So like we can use this to define notes, whereas this is more like a synth where it like blends, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. If not, I'm sorry. But let's go in here. We're gonna make this six long as well. Or actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this one 3 long. We're in 4. Let's try something like that. Let's just see how it sounds. Okay, we're gonna restart that. Every time I move it, it like plays the note that I'm moving over the top of whatever's actually playing. That's why we got that cool like wah wah sound effect type thing going. But let's play it again. Okay, so I like this piece right here. And that's 2 long, so let's actually make this 4. And that'll work because 12 is divisible by 4, so 2 of these will allow me to put in 3 of these, potentially. So let me explain what I'm talking about here. So I know I like this part all right here. So if I do that and copy it, I can delete out all of these, paste those in. And then it should match, and let's see what that sounds like. So what we're going to do, so it doesn't sound the same, is we're going to... I don't want to select all of them. Do something like that. Yeah, I like that. So we can use these synth pieces as the hook, and we can use this as everything else pretty much. So what I'm going to do, because I like how this is formatted right now, is I'm just going to move it. I'm not going to copy it. I copied it just so I can expand it later, but I need to record out this stab piece, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that off. We're going to click back in. It's just the stab should be going at the start. Hit this, and then it'll record that piece. And I just recorded it out to 12 bars. That way it is the same size, or it's a native it's the same as 2 of our native subs or kick pieces. So like this is going to be our intro now. It's just going to be this. And then we're going to reselect all of this again. Move it back like that. Just like that, just like that. And really what might make more sense, it's like lead in a little bit earlier, then I can do this. And let's listen to that and see how that sounds. So, controversial, but I kind of want to use this marimba as a hi-hat. That's what I want to fucking do. So, oh. Oh, it would help if I actually, like, arm the fucking track. Okay, something like... Here, let's... And so this is going to be a reasonably complex snare piece because it is an instrument, so I can go tuned like this and like have it sound really fucking cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's try that. I honestly just want to listen to it with just the marimba and nothing else. So what I'm going to do is turn off all the other tracks for a mo, and we'll turn them back on later, but I want to listen to see how this sounds. And we don't have to use this the whole time, but I actually do kind of like that. So let's go ahead and record this out real quick so I can fucking work with it like I want to. It's only, what, 2 bars? That actually works. That actually works. I'm okay with that. Good enough. And I want to keep this one small. Actually, we'll double it to 4, I guess. Put that there, put that back. And what I want to do is use this to kind of like break up the monotony of the loop. So we'll throw this in a couple places just to start with, and we'll see if I actually really like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in as being full on hi-hats, but I don't know yet. We got to see how that blends with the other sounds in the mix. And I might need to tune the volumes on some of these, so like my guess is this is maybe going to be a little, well, we'll just leave it where it's at, and we'll play with the levels as it goes through. But all the tracks are armed. Let's listen to and see what we got. so that's kind of what we got so far. I touched up and added in, you know, second hook at the end with outro little piece there, which puts us just about 3.5 minutes, I think, is kind of where it's sitting. Now, I'm tempted to try this with a different instrument. So, like, what I can do is if I take all of these bad mamas and move them down to my piano, I can stop this one and still play the piano, and we can see how it sounds on the piano. Now, this might be loud as fuck because it's not tuned down like the other one is, so I am actually going to be prepared for that. I don't know about that, honestly. Like, let's listen to it, like, farther in. I know this is getting out of control, but we're going to add in one more MIDI track, and we're going to layer this one more time. And so we're going to have like a super fucking beefy string layer, or like melody layer, I guess, whatever. And really, I'm going to want the piano centered. I'm going to want this one off to the right. And I'm splitting it like that because technically now you'll hear the chords coming in from the left, the rotoviolin coming in from the right, but it'll blend into the middle because they're offset the same amount but on opposite sides. So it'll mix over the piano, kind of making it sound cool. So I'm going to try that at -6 to start off with and kind of see how that blends. We will probably end up getting it closer to -9. That tends to be how it works. It depends on how this bass volume compares to the bass volume of this one. So let's try that. Not record. I don't actually need to record anything. So go back, hit play. Okay, I don't like that. That instrument's terrible. Synth keys, maybe? Let's try it with another chord. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to just drop the piano and this. Yeah, let's just drop this and go back to what we had. So I think that was at -6 before. Because I like the sound of this. Like, I like how it fucking has a reverb built into it, almost. make some. I don't think I have all my, yeah, I don't have all the audio effects I used to have, so we'll just use a basic one. It's fine. I fucking love that. That ping delay right there, fucking clutch. I kind of want to see if I should layer in like a compressor on top of it just to like make it stand out or not. So I'm going to try that next. So sorry we're playing over the same pieces like a billion times, but I'm trying to like audio effect it out so it sounds good. No worries though. I think that compressor gives it just enough like oomph behind it that it sounds good. So, all right, I think I like how the melody's sounding. I like where the drums are at. And I like how that synth sounds now. All right, so what we're gonna do, just because I like to do this at the end of every song that I make, that way on YouTube, if I decide to go back in the description, I can tag it and be like, all right, finished product, start playing right here. So if people just want to listen to the beat that we made, they can. So we're going to go ahead and just play it all the way through from the top with all of our mixing that we've just done, all the audio effects we've thrown in. Now, granted, the actual master is not like equalized out. It doesn't have any effects and stuff. So like I could spend another 2, 3, 4 hours adding in like effects and bullshit like that, and I could produce the hell out of this beat if I really wanted to. But where it's at now, I feel like it's a good balance. We've got a decent stack of effects on there already. So at least the instruments and the sounds are rounded out pretty good. As far as the levels go, I kind of like where the levels are at. You could probably play with them a little bit too, which would be something I do if I'm going to mess around with more effects and stuff like that. But without any more delay, let's go ahead and play it all the way through. Alrighty, guys. So that is the beat. Not too bad. I mean, it took us about an hour to make, so not terrible for an hour's worth of work. I know what I want to call it already, so I'm just gonna save real quick. Yeah, we're not gonna save it in there though. Go in. You guys get to see all of my music shit. Look at this. Songs, instrumental tracks. I got all organized and bullshit. So this is my live set file. So I'll just call, or well, this is going to be for the file itself. So like I'm going to call this Rebel Snail. That's what I want to call it. And it's 115 BPM bass. So I can adjust that if I wanted to speed it up or slow it down or something. I totally can with relative ease. So Rebel Snail, cool. We're going to export that audio. And with Ableton, they always chop it a bar short. So I always just scale that up to 1 to make sure it's 0, 0. It's good enough. I'm just going to do wave. I don't need a MP3 at this point. I'll probably upload this to SoundCloud at some point. Not 100% sure when. I might play around with it a little bit more and fine tune it. I like to let them sit for a couple days before I upload them, just so if I want to make changes, I can. So instrumental tracks, Rebel Snail, 115. There we go. Render the audio out. And I'm going to play it back on the MP3 after. I'm going to play, after it finishes rendering the audio and all that BS. We're going to play it on the MP3 just to make sure it sounds the same. It should be pretty much the same. And it's not MP3. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm going to play it off the WAV file that we're exporting just to make sure that the bit depth and rate and all that bullshit, like the settings on my export, are correct. Because I had to reset my computer a few days ago, and I haven't reconfigured all my Ableton settings. I've done most of them, but I don't know if I need to adjust my export settings or not in order to get them to play properly. So we're going to go in here. We're just going to open up Rebel Snail. Woo. All right, so that's the beat. I kind of like have an idea of what I want the hook to be already. So let me do this. I'm just gonna turn off my display for a minute while I figure out my microphone because it's not showing the one that I'm using to like record with as an option in Ableton, which is weird. I'm not 100% sure why, but I'm gonna go through and fix that real quick. In the meantime, we will play Rebel Snail again. Hopefully it will take me less time than that to figure out the mic, and then we'll jump in, and I'm gonna see if we can't record some fucking lyrics, because why not? All right, I got it figured out. I just had to go through and like rename stuff. So my audio should be set. I'm just gonna arm that so when I go in, I can actually record it. But basically, I know what I want to do for the hook already because that's just how I fucking roll. So we're gonna drop in right here, and then I'm gonna try to get the hook in one take. We'll see how well this goes. I'm not gonna be able to hear the audio until I play it back, so you'll be able to hear the audio live recording, and then you'll listen to it again when I play it back so I can hear it. I'm doing that so you don't get like a loop inside of the audio, because if I'm hearing what I'm saying while I'm saying it and my microphone is still going into my Streamlabs, yeah, anyway, it's confusing, but that's just is what it is. So here we go. Let's fucking do it. I'm going to play it one time first, then we'll drop in and do the recording. Not all the way through, just the hook part, so I can get an idea of the cadence. I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do, though. Okay, I know what I want to do. So basically, it's going to go like... It's going to match the synth. Like, that's how the hook's going to go. So, let's just see if I can do this in one go. Hopefully it doesn't... Like, I apologize if it's terrible, but that's what you get. Slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Okay, and then we're just gonna loop that. So, arrangement time. Let's cut this bitch up. I need to zoom in farther. One, or well, that I might be able to leave. I basically need that to come in like right there, I think. I think that's right. And then really this should be stopped right there. Let's try that. Let's just see how that sounds, and then we'll dupe it. So by that I just mean, like for the hook, this is what I'm going to do for the hook. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, it would help if I change this to master so I can actually hear it. And we'll do it one bar in, one bar lead in, so I can see how it sounds coming into the hook as well. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Okay, I think that works. I do kind of want like audio effects here, so like start out with a compressor. Let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Okay, that kind of works. We're gonna throw in some other stuff too. So like, I would like a filter on it. I don't, see, I'm kind of pissed because I don't have all my old effects that I had. Oh, there is stuff in here though. Filter, let's try this. Oh, that's exactly what I want. Okay, that's dope. Good job, Ableton, for having good stuff. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. So I want it notch so I can get out the breaths, is kind of what I'm doing with this filter. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel the rebel snail. Alright, that's better. That is a lot better. Whoop. Why... I didn't put any of those in the fucking compressor. God damn it. It's probably in the melody? Drums? Okay, there we go. Now it's at least on the right track. I should just, like, click it here. That's what I should do. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. I'm just trying some different audio effects on the vocals, yeah, because you can sometimes make stuff sound really cool. Slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Alright, I don't know. I think we're just gonna get rid of this. Forget it. Instead, throw some reverb, maybe? Might help space some stuffs. So, like, I can capture it a little bit like this. We're just going to turn down the wetness. God damn it. Put it inside the drums again. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Yeah, let's rebel, moving slow as hell, don't feel well. Yeah, that's the rebel snail. Okay, that's pretty close to how I want it. We'll leave that for now. I don't know how I want to do other audio stuff. As far as the rest of this goes, I mean, really, I don't know what I want to have for my... If I do it this way, then I can just drop these down in here and it'll work a little better for me. But I don't necessarily know what I want to do for the rest of the verses, or for the verses, because I can potentially, you know, like this technically can go right here as well, and it'll line up, so that's fine. So we got two parts done on the audio side of things. Then we've got, you know, like I should do a separate outro for like this part. So a 12-bar intro. Then I have a 13 to 37 is what, 24-bar verse. Then I've got a 12-bar bridge. And then another 24-bar verse. And then if I want, I could do like an outro here. But I do want this piece. I might not do an outro at all. I'll probably just end it right here and just let it play out with the beat type of a thing is what I'm thinking. So there's a lot of stuff we've got to do. I am going to add a locator here and call this hook. And then we'll add another one right here. Okay. Verse 1 is going to come in right here. And then we're going to have a bridge that goes out to here. So bridge start, I guess I could put in. And then from here is verse 2. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this either, obviously. Like, you know, format how you want. And I don't know if that hook's going to stay either. I liked it. It feels like it fits. I feel like it fits, so it probably will stay. But I have to come up with the rest of the lyrics for the fucking song, which isn't always the easiest. One way that I sometimes will do that is I'll just like freestyle some stuff for a little bit and kind of get some rhymes figured out that I like, and then I'll write for a little bit, and then come back, record what I've written, and then kind of see where we're at, if it's long enough, if it's too long, how many lines do I need, that kind of thing. Now with this, I also have to figure out a bridge and an intro. Now the intro will be easier than the bridge most likely, but that's fine. I can do that as well, but there are going to be three distinct, technically it's what, 5 distinct parts, because we've got an intro, verse 1, hook 1, the bridge, and then verse 2. Technically it's 6 parts if you count the second hook, but I'm not counting it because it's the same as the first. So we only have one of the 5 parts figured out. So we've got 4 to go. It'll take me a little bit to figure out how I'm going to do it and whatever. But with that being said, I'm going to save my Ableton. That way I don't lose what we've worked on as far as the recording and effects and stuff like that are concerned. But I think I am going to call it here for today, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my Twitch and my YouTube if you have not yet done so. Also check out my SoundCloud. Most, if not all, of the beats that I make do end up on SoundCloud eventually, so if there's one that you've seen in one of my past live streams, or if you like the one you listened to today and you don't want to listen on YouTube all the time, you can go to SoundCloud, search for Big B, and it will be uploaded. It'll be called the same Rebel Snail. You might even be able to search for it by Rebel Snail on SoundCloud and find it that way. With that being said, I've enjoyed making the music here with you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed it too. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, Brandon, and Big B.